Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to do some readings specific to your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus to get some, as you can see by the title, love messages and guidance for this month of January 2023. So feel free to check, as I mentioned, those specific placements. And if you have stelliums or are drawn towards another one, then check that one as well. Take the messages as they resonate. Don't force them to fit. You will know if the message is for you or not. And take it with a grain of salt as well, because I'm not being held responsible or liable for whatever shit goes down on in your love life. All right, capiche, cool. All right, let's dive into this, my loves. Hey, Gemini placements. I hope you guys are doing well. It seems like you guys have this flip-floppy energy, of course, of going from nonchalant to like super into it. What's up with that? Let's dive into it, shall we? Let's see, for Gemini placements, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for their highest and greatest good for January 2023, what would like to come through? One at a time, so face up. Yeah. Maybe there is a back and forth, on and off again, relationship. Maybe there is the, I'm into them, but that I'm not into them. Doesn't matter which side it's from, you or theirs, or both. There was a sense of not entirely being there that I'm picking up on with you guys, for confirmation. The message here is, let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. I don't know. I feel, once again, this could be you or them or both, but I am going to focus on what you can control. If you guys have been around with me since the beginning, you know that I like to stay focused on what you can and cannot do in the situation. Basically, stop worrying so much about the other person and what they are not doing. You don't have control over that, so why even bother like putting your time and energy into that? But here, if you are the one being unavailable by being on and off, sometimes in, sometimes out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of energy, or if you are exhibiting toxic behaviors, you really need to check yourself, because that karma is not going to be cute. You need to remove yourself from the situation. If you are not sure where you stand, you need to remove yourself from the situation. It is not fair for you to hold other people up, and vice versa. If you don't want it done to you, if you're going to bitch about it, about how you're not going to tolerate that from other people, why the fuck are you doing it to other people, Gemini? Now, getting into specifics here. If this is not about something as vague as the relationship or person itself, and this is about just behaviors with someone, or your attitude towards love and relationships in general, this is being reevaluated for you during this month right now. Because of this. There's a part of you that has the 1 foot in, 1 foot out, specifically out, because of this. Your fear of being known on a more intimate, deeper level, your fear of being vulnerable and what that comes with is flaring this month. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You're ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Interesting enough, we have the heart here. While you have that here, there's a part of you that's just like nonchalant, like I said earlier, right? What good is that doing you? Are you really satisfied? Are you really fulfilled? Fuck satisfied. Are you fulfilled truly by what's happening in your love life right now? Because if you're not, it's not just happening because of the other person or the lack of the other person. You have a huge role in your own love life. Throat chakra stuff coming through here. And it could be that your mouth is the problem. Oof. Your mouth is part of the problem, guys. I'm having throat chakra stuff here. You know what's throat chakra? It's not just about what you say, it's also about what you don't say. It's not just about what you say, it's also about what you think. And then project. All right, let's see. What else would like to come through for Gemini placements for January 2023 with their love life? Attraction. How can you enjoy and be fulfilled with your love relationships if you aren't even there? If you are not even present? If you have one foot out, you can't be present. So then you can't complain about how it's not fulfilling enough for you because you're not even all there. You see what I'm saying? Lots of pinks coming through here. Purples and pinks, by the way. And then we have that, boop, heart with all that green. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You're gonna really sit there and complain about how being single is such a bitch, how seeing happy people around you. We got sirens in the background. I'm gonna take it as confirmation. It's a wake-up call, my loves. Take it or leave it. It is what it is. You're really gonna sit around and complain about how being single is terrible, but then when you're about to be in a more serious commitment or situation or find someone that could lead to that, you wanna like run the other way? Why? When you know deep down you want it. Why? I don't feel like you have any problem attracting this to you. Any problem. The problem is being in it. There's something about being in it that's freaking y'all the fuck out. And maybe this is why. Because maybe you know that as soon as you let your guard down and you're vulnerable in the most okay, I don't know where the lisp came from, in the most healthiest way that you can be in relationship, you're afraid of this happening, whether it's from your end or the other end. I feel there's a fear of losing your individuality, your sense of independency, and your personality. But the problem is that most people don't realize that in relationships, things that are already beneath the surface only come to the surface. Nothing new will come to the surface in romantic relationships. Things that need to be already addressed eons ago will come through with romantic relationships. I hope you're catching my drift. If you already had self-issue problems, or self-issue problems? What the fuck? If you already had self-worth issues and problems, there we go, that relationship, irrelevant to who you're with, is only going to heighten it. Insecurities, jealousy, that will all come up for you for healing. Don't let whatever fears you have trick you into believing that you're in something toxic. Our romantic relationships are designed to bring out the depths of the shadows that we are not able to address in more passing conversation with friends and family or with ourselves. In romantic relationships, we are the most intimate, raw, and vulnerable because we are the most intimate, raw, and vulnerable with that person, you see? So, it is inevitable that the things that we want to hide the most will come out the most. The more you try to hide it, the more you'll run away from ever achieving the type of love that you so truly desire, all right? If you really feel for someone, here's your sign. Express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Whether you're with someone already or not does not matter. That was a message that was direct for someone or some people out there. You will know if it's for you, okay? Now, let's finish this up, shall we? Lover's Oracle messages for Gemini placements. It's okay to soften up, to show your quirky side. If you can't soften up and show your quirky side and show the shadow as well as the light in front of someone, romantically of course, what's the point? Why would you want a connection like that? It's not real. If you can't fully be yourself and allow the other person to do the same with you, that's not an authentic, genuine connection that's gonna last. All right, let's see. Gemini placements for January 2023. What's the focus? Forgiveness, perhaps even for yourself. Ooh, burp confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Like I said, throat chakra, thoughts, imagining, thinking, dreaming. One last one. There's also the need to forgive yourself for not knowing better in the past, okay? Came through pretty strong. Now you're getting trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Interesting. Trust yourself more, trust the other person more. Stop trusting that the bad things that have happened to you or that you feel will happen to you are going to happen again. The more you focus on that, the more likely it's going to come true. Literally, that is the power of your entire being, of your body, of your mind. You literally focus all these thoughts going to one specific or one direction. I'm not even going to say exactly what, but if you keep focusing on it being bad to some extent or to full extent, how can you expect it to be good? How? There's a difference between being detached but being lovingly surprised or pleasantly surprised and just expecting the worst, or just kind of, what's the word I'm getting here? It almost feels like you are convincing yourself something bad is gonna happen, preparing yourself for the worst. That's what I'm getting. It's like you're preparing yourself for the worst so that when it happens, if and when it happens, you're nonchalant about it and that you're on to the next. But then you carry that with you. Are you getting my drift, guys? You're carrying that with you, and the more you do that pattern, the more you're reiterating it, the more it's going to come true. You have more power in your hands to make it be something else than that. So why aren't you doing something that would be to your advantage? Why aren't you thinking in that way? Why aren't you acting in that way? Single or not, it does not matter. These messages still will apply, all right? Oof, y'all. It's really not that bad. It really isn't. For those of you, there's a situation you completely need to walk away from. For another set of you, there's a situation where you really need to reevaluate what you've been adding in. Either way, evaluate your part in it, obviously. It's the only way we learn. But this can go multiple ways, okay? There's many of you that will be watching this, I feel, with different situations. So comment down below what your Gemini placement is, how the messages resonate for you. If they do, don't force them to fit. If they don't, you will know if it's for you or not. Check your other placements and catch me in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.